Am I the a-hole for snapping at an old lady who cut me in line? I was waiting in line at a department store for about 12 minutes. An older woman was nearby watching me when the line moved. She suddenly stepped right in front of me like I wasn't there. I said, "Excuse me," and she told me I was too slow, even though I had been standing there the whole time. I got frustrated and said, "Is this how you want to live out the last 3 years, lady?" She looked shocked and immediately moved out of the way without arguing. Hey, I mean, it worked, right? Sometimes you just have to clock people who don't have manners, because it's not up to the person waiting in line to move things quickly. Like the cashiers and the customers are getting attended, and that takes some time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she's the a-hole in the story. She was one, but let's ask the audience. Why was she an a-hole? It was not unprovoked.
There's not even like
so she telling me I got to pay for that?
I mean, let me ask the audience. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude
It's
or
okay.
anything,
No,
sir,
yeah,
but
no, you being
you
mean
ate the
to me.
whole
You're
entire
being mean
thing.
to me. You're being mean.
I'm not being mean to you, sir. I'm just...
Was I being the a-hole for suing my friend when she didn't come to my wedding?
Oh!
She's suing her friend for not going to the wedding? Nah. Okay. I, 25 female, recently got married to my 25 male husband in Bali, Indonesia in January. It was a destination wedding, but my parents and his parents paid for their own plane ticket and hotel. But we paid for our friends' plane tickets and hotel stays. Damn, that's a lot. Each plane ticket was about, I'm sorry? About 2,000 US dollars each. Oh my gosh. And hotel was maybe, oh, that's separate. And the hotel was maybe about 150 to 300 for a week. My friend Gemma brought along her newlywed husband John along, but paid for his plane ticket. The problem is that Gemma and John did not show up to my wedding. Oh, so she paid for their trip to Bali, basically. Gemma took the free plane ticket to Bali and the hotel room, and when I asked her why she didn't show up, she said that since they couldn't afford their own honeymoon, that this was a perfect opportunity, and that Jim decided that he didn't feel like going. It was what? I was really hurt by this since Gemma and I have been friends for over 10 years. Was I being the a-hole if I took her to small claims court for the money I spent on the plane ticket and hotel? Absolutely not. You should have been suing her. I mean, what kind of a friend does that, honestly? How could you have been friends with someone that long and not known that they have a corrupted moral compass? Who does that? Like, she completely took advantage of the fact that you paid for your wedding guests, including her, and she didn't even show up to top it all off. That's really crazy. Okay, so this person updated the story. It says, I messaged Gemma per multiple comments advising me to invoice her for the plane ticket and hotel room, but I did something a little better. I wanted to get proof, so I had to go to court. It would be easier to win. I messaged her this: "Hey, sorry for being so distant, but I just wanted to talk to you about Bali. I'm hurt that you didn't show up to the ceremony. I pulled a lot of strings to ensure that you could come, and then you didn't show up. Did you think I paid for the trip just so you could honeymoon with John?" She replied, "I've missed you a lot, and I know the trip was for your wedding, but John didn't want to go because he felt like your wedding ruined the illusion of the trip being our honeymoon, and that you'd understand." Yeah, she would have understood if you probably paid for your own ticket, girl. Are you like are you like dead in the brain? I replied, "No, I don't understand. You took advantage of me, and that's not what real friends do. So I'm sending an invoice to you, $2,387 with 53 cents for the cost of the plane ticket and hotel room. I will give you 30 days, and after that I will be taking legal action." Period. I received no message, but she's been posting subliminal quotes on Instagram that are along the lines of entitled friends and having snakes in your life. Yeah, baby, you are the snake in your own life. You are the snake. Thank you all for your verdicts and help. Also, there's a second update, y'all. Okay, edit/update part 2. I didn't think this could get worse, but here we are. Oh my goodness, no. I didn't respond to any of the subliminal messages she posted about me on social media, and I've been very quiet while I've been getting my ducks in a row for the litigation. But this past Friday, she sent me a 3-page audit of financial and emotional contributions from 2015 to present. What? Nah, I wish I was joking. The audits. She itemized every dinner or lunch we've ever ate together. She estimated $18 per meal. Gas money for driving to and from hangouts. And I'm sure she drove herself too. Like, a birthday gift from 2017 that she now claims she went into debt for. Girl, what are you doing? Time spent emotionally supporting me after my dad passed. No, that's a low blow. She said she took on the role of a grief. Was I being the a-hole if I call off the wedding my mom planned for me? I, 28 female, am having 2 wedding celebrations in about 7 months. My mom is planning a large cultural celebration that is centered around a religion she and my dad are very active in. The ceremony and those hosting will be speaking a non-English language. The groom, 34 male, and I do not speak the language and do not participate in this religion or are present in the cultural community. The guest list is well over 350 people, many of which I've never met. This takes place in 7 days before the second wedding. Okay. 2. The second is a small, medium-sized, American-style wedding. We have invited 100 people that include our immediate family, close distant family, close friends, and co-workers, and their plus ones. We only want people we care about here. This is the one we agree is our real wedding. That's fair. My mom asked if I could invite some of her friends to the second wedding. We told her she could invite 15 people. She made a list of 25. We stood firm on 15 and she increased her list to 30, saying she will pay for them. All 30 of her guests are already invited to the cultural wedding and are strangers to us, the bride and the groom. After many weeks of excuses of, wait, okay, yeah, why is the mom trying to invite other people? It's not like they aren't already having a wedding for all the randoms of her parents' connections and stuff like that. It's unnecessary to be inviting unknown strangers to the wedding that is specifically for close relatives and friends. They are already going to a wedding. Why do they need to be invited to this other one that they want to be intimate? Let's finish reading this. After many weeks of excuses of why she should be able to invite more than 15 people, she has now given an ultimatum. If I don't allow her to bring everyone she wants, now 40 plus people, to the American style wedding, she will not come. In response to her ultimatum, we call off the first wedding. We didn't want to do the cultural wedding in the first place. We would be saying words we can't understand in language we don't speak, in clothes we would never wear, with people we don't know. It would feel like a show rather than a celebration of our love. We only agreed to the cultural wedding despite not practicing the religion or being active in the community because we knew my mom would want to invite many people, and we thought was the best way for us to accommodate her. It's clear she will be upset if she doesn't get her way for both ceremonies. However, I understand a lot of work goes into planning such a large party. She has spent a lot of time getting the cultural outfits that are made by hand and must be imported from a different country. Okay, it says important, but I'm pretty sure she meant imported from a different country. Almost every person in the community knows about the cultural wedding, and it would be embarrassing for her if we called it off. We could just do the cultural wedding and let my mom skip the real wedding if she's that upset about her friends. Edit. My dad, me, and my fiance are paying for the second wedding. My dad is paying for the first one alone. When my mom says she will pay for it, she means my dad will pay. She is a stay-at-home mom and empty nester. My dad's opinion is no fighting, it's bad for the wedding, and will take no one's side. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Dads don't usually want to take sides. They don't like drama or want to be involved, you know? I mean, she's already doing so much by even hosting that cultural wedding. She doesn't even speak the language. She's not a part of that religion. This wedding is primarily for the sake of her mom and her mom's friends, so I don't think she needs to even be invited to that second wedding. Like, don't even allow them in at that point. Like, mom already had her wedding. If worst comes to worst, just don't invite mom to that second wedding. she already had her first wedding. I don't see the point in inviting randos to the intimate wedding. That's my opinion. I don't think she's being an a-hole. But I'm gonna read the comments now. It says, this is giving Desi wedding vibes. That's what I was thinking too. I suggest starting with holding your ground on the second wedding. If your mom insists she won't come with her giant guest list, tell her you'll be sorry to miss her and go forth as planned. Either she, one, will be angry enough with your ingratitude to cancel the first wedding on her own, or two, will back down and at least you'll get the smaller wedding you want, even if you have to suffer through the bigger cultural celebration. My own wedding was absolutely hijacked by my parents inviting 80% of the guest list, and in retrospect, I wish I had just let them thrown a separate function and done a smaller wedding the way I wanted without their input or money. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Okay, then another one says, you realize that she will invite 60+ people to your second wedding no matter what you tell her, right? You need to hire security for the second wedding because she will try to crash it with her 100 BFFs. And I'm sure she don't even like most of those girls. Like, why does she want that many people at her second wedding? You need to be firm with her. You can either have her 15 or she and her groupies can't come. Tell her security will deny entrance to anyone not on the list, including her. Then tell her if she can't abide by your rules, you and your fiance won't show up to the first wedding. Oh, she's strict over her. Do you have passwords on your vendors? I wouldn't put it past her to call your venue, florist, caterer, DJ, etc. and cancel or change the plans. After all, she needs to make sure her invitees have food and a place to sit. I hope she doesn't take it to that extreme. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next story. Am I the a-hole for expecting a girl to get off a treadmill in the gym? I don't know. The gym I go to doesn't have a lot of treadmills and I've recently started running. I went to the gym with my partner last night and all of the treadmills were in use. I used some weight machines to start, then went back to the treadmill. I noticed there was a girl just sat on the treadmill while her friend was using the treadmill next to her. She'd been there for at least 15 minutes not using it, so I went up and asked if she was planning to use it. She said she was with her friend, but I just said she can sit next to her friend's machine instead of taking up machines from people who want to use them. I think that's fair. I don't think you should be just standing around. I feel like, yeah, you can stand around a machine, but as soon as somebody asks for the machine, you should probably let them use it if you're not going to use it. She shrugged her shoulders and refused to move. A woman comes over and asks what is happening, so I explain it. She says she's the girl's mother and that I shouldn't be telling her daughter to move. Oh no, see, that's why your child is the way she is. I just said her daughter shouldn't be taking up machines she has no intention of using. She said her daughter is feeling to sit there if she wants and that she's doing nothing wrong. What? I just said I can see where her daughter gets her entitlement from. Exactly. She said I was out of order for commenting on her parents, but I just said that she should be a better parent if she can't handle any criticism. A member of the staff came over and when I explained what was going on, asked the daughter to move off the treadmill or leave the gym. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't pay a membership to just take up space. Like, you're there to use the machines and that's fair. Okay, my girlfriend said maybe I shouldn't have argued with the mother, but I don't see how I've done anything wrong. Am I the a-hole for asking a girl to get off the treadmill in the gym then arguing with her mother? I feel like, no, you just stood your ground. That has nothing to do with being an a-hole, in my opinion.
You a little post-so baby. You a little 48 baby. Got a little candy in her pocket. She gon' take off like a